Hello there and welcome to another edition of Channels Beam. I am Victor Matthias. The United Nations has set 2016 as the year countries will adopt the Sustainable Millennium Goals. But one question has been on the minds of Nigerians, and that is Nigeria's readiness to make the transition to the new policy and its performance in carrying out the plan adopted in September 2000 at the gathering of heads of states to eradicate extreme poverty and hunger, achieve universal primary education, promote gender equality, improve maternal health, combat HIV/AIDS, malaria, and other diseases, ensure environmental sustainability, and develop a global partnership for development. That will be our focus on the program today, and we will also look at how Nigeria has fared so far. But let's take a look at the trending topics in the past week. Nigerians on Twitter expressed dissatisfaction with the level of corruption in Nigeria and have decided to embark on a protest to vent their anger. The death of the Borno State Deputy Governor, Zanna Mustapha, got Nigerians in a sympathetic mood, and they took to their Twitter accounts to express sadness and extend condolences to the bereaved family. Well, may his soul rest in peace. But moving forward, let's begin this conversation, which you can feel free to be a part of by adding your voice through the social media using the hashtag transition to SDGs.
Since the return of democracy in 1999, I think we've really recorded some remarkable progress. But of course, these are just progress. They're not enough. We still have a lot to do. But over the years, like we've really seen governments from Obasanjo to Yar'Adua and Jonathan, carry out wide-ranging reforms. We've seen privatization taking place. We've seen funding in primary and basic health and stuff like that. But these are really not enough, but at least they started off somewhere. And today we're saying, well, maybe we are now the most important economy in Africa and things like that. But, well, whether they are enough, no, they're not enough. We still have a lot more to do, given the resources that are accrued to the country during this period.
A lot has been done. I mean, I happen to have some connections with a few people who have been directly involved with the MDGs and all they've been doing. A lot has been done, but the challenge we have in Nigeria is these huge disconnects where the guys involved in implementing certain objectives that you roll out are not able to connect with the people. So a lot of money is being spent, a lot is being done, but it never really gets to the people that really matter. So you see huge budgets and all of that, but there's this huge disconnect. I mean, the guys go to work every day and put in their best, the best they know how to do. But it's beyond just saying you are playing a role and you are doing something. You need to map out strategies and see how the people who are really involved, who really should benefit from this stuff, get to benefit from it. There are some projects you see like boreholes they get to dig and they get to do community projects, and in 2-3 months those things are no longer working. So you just understand that it's just a matter of to say, oh, I did something.
When you look at the strategic Millennium Declaration that actually set out the MDG program with the declaration in 2000 by world leaders, you will actually find out that the goals are explicitly very clear. Those clear 8 goals, which borders on eradication of poverty, universal primary education, gender equality, reduction of child mortality, improved maternal health care, environmental sustainability, and global development partnership for countries. And when you put it on the scale and peer review Nigeria in comparison with other African countries in the light of the attainment of these very clear spelled out objectives. In my fair judgment and fair opinion, I think Nigeria has not achieved in totality the main essence of this Millennium Development Goal declarations. Though it's noticeable that there are some visible improvement in some areas, in areas of combating HIV/AIDS and other diseases. I think there was a significant improvement in that, because when you look at the statistic ratios, you will obviously be clear. Even looking at the UNDP mid assessment report, which was, I think, dated in 2008. The index and what even Nigerians knew as what HIV used to be back then and what it is now. It's obvious that the statistics dropped, from an increased high percent of 4.4 prevalence rate in 2005 to at least a drop, to the rate of looking at what was the rate in 5.8% back then in 2001. So I think in totality, there's a lot more that needs to be done. The government needs to sit up if really we must sustain the attainment of these goals in totality, because other African countries are going. Rwanda, which had a very ugly historic past, is improving in terms of poverty. The index is there. You look at Tanzania, in terms of achieving these goals, Tanzania has done remarkable well in terms of their educational systems. So I think Nigeria has come of age at that stage in our national life when we really need to come up and really embrace this project, embrace this MDG project as something that is really to our benefit. And our government must first of all lead the front stage in this drive.
All right, guys, let's just hold it there for a bit. We take a break, and when we return, we do, of course, continue from where we stopped.